right. Hey, people. How's it going? Hey, anyways, welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 325. It is Sunday, August 24th, 2025, and this is Big Jims Blogcast Live. Let me go through my intro here. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 325. Big Jims Blogcast Live. We are Sunday nights on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, and 9 o'clock Wednesdays. We're in our 7th year. Big Jims Blogcast Live debuted back in 2019. This year, expect more craft beer reviews. I've done over like 250 plus. Tonight's craft beer is called Holmes and Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario. Monique, I see you were watching. We pair it with like good spirit rum. We're going to pair it tonight with Gibson's Finest Whiskey and a good cigar. Where is that cigar? Oh, yeah. A Magnum 50 Habana Cuban. So, anyways, let me light this up here. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. We talk about classic movies, classic rock, classic TV, classic toys, classic pro wrestling, classic albums, Book of the Month Club, along with This Week in Van Halen history, birthday shout-out, bongos, local events, bongos, countdowns, birthday shout-outs to our friends. And my sidekick, Cactus Jack, here. All right. Ooh, okay, hold on here a sec. So, anyways, like I said, birthday shout-outs to all of our friends with my sidekick, Cactus Jack. The Blogcast, seeing U.S. and Canada is worldwide. We're seeing the UK, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, etc. Thank you for watching. Tune in, turn us on, and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here. We are not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. Big Jims Blogcast Live is on Spotify, Anchor, or anywhere else where you listen to your podcast, listen to your podcast, and my own YouTube channel. So I will get this out at the start of the show. We're not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. Big Jims Blogcast Live. The audio version will go out later on all these audio listening platforms. We listen to your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out for you watching the Port Elgin Sarnia group. Sarnia rocks. Sarnia, Sporty Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. All the like pop culture, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Black Crowes groups, classic rock, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, the blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. Right on. So, anyways, that was a mouthful. So, anyways, I'll give you my disclaimer. You may hear me. I may say a few bad, dirty words tonight, like shit, damn, screw, fuck. That happens. You go to your safe space, go to your corner, grab a tissue, grab a Kleenex like this, and just, all right, and have yourself a good cry, because those words might slip out tonight. So, all right. All right. A little bit of bongo action there. All right. So, anyways, yeah. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325. It is Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Thank you for watching and ending your weekend with me. Like I said, we'll get right into it. My craft beer for tonight is Holmes and Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. I even got one of their glasses here. So, and pairing that is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Now, I am going to try this beer I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I am going to, let's see here. before we do that, before I try this beer, I'll get it. I do rate it. Oh, look at that. Pour. All right. So before I try that, all right, look at that. It is Holmes & Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. But before we do that, I am going to go over my, what do we got? Go over my beer rating system here. So anyways, I do give it a rating out of 10, from a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. But here we go. 10, outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. So 10 to 1, we want it to land up here. So anyways, and also, before I get going on this, so I got the growler. This is your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. It is Volume 6, Issue 1. Yeah, next time this tells you all about the craft breweries in Ontario, up-to-date listings. You can get this. This is $3 in your local liquor store or your local craft brewery. It's got tons of information on here on all the craft breweries in Ontario. All right, so, okay, we've gotten the gist of that, the gist of this, and here we go. So, anyways, yes, so I've got a good, all right, so, now, before I, all right, so we've got, all right, so anyways, it is called Holmes & Watson English Ale. It's by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. And what does it say here before we get it? Well, there's no real information on here. Serve cold, drink responsibly. There we go. Isn't that awfully nice of them? So anyways, we'll top that up. All right. Now I do know I am trying this for the very first time tonight. So here we go. Whoa, that is a real kind of okay, that is, I could almost say that's like a soury tasting English ale. I'm sure that'll go away once I got to get used to this beer. It's it's Holmes & Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario. And they're right on the strip, right on Highway 21. Look at that thickness there. And so, look at the malty, that's what I'm looking for. A little bit malty taste to it. Okay. There's a soury malty taste to it. Yeah. I'll put this I'll just put this drink over here. All right, and when I do these beer reviews, I just don't go, wow, it's a very exquisite, highbrow, high tasting. Oh, look at that, the pipe. I've got the pipe like the Holmes & Watson. So no, I don't use fancy words. I go with my gut with what's in here. So, oh wow, that has got a strong soury malty aftertaste to it. Pairing that with a good cigar, it's a Magnum Habana Cuba Upman, so from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. And pairing that with our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Cheers, everyone. All right. And so, yeah. So tonight, all right. So we're hitting the ground running here. So as long as we've got our craft beer review, I do give it. It is Holmes & Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. And like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, sticking around, and you want to throw out a number out of 1 to 10, you think what I'm going to give it, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. We're all about audience participation here. So, All right. Okay. So, anyways, we're gonna get into some birthday shout-outs. All right. And we're gonna get into some countdowns, local events. We're gonna do a tribute to Terence Stamp, his career. If you might not know him, you'll recognize him. Our classic movie, Superman 2, plus the various types of kryptonite. Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. Season 2. Our pro wrestler, Pepper Martin. Our Star Wars Dejarik Hall of Game table. Hall of Game. Our classic guitar duos, Rich Robinson and Jeff Cease from the Black Crowes. Our tape deck classics, Shake Your Moneymaker by the Black Crowes, and of course my favorite, This Week in Van Halen History. So let's get started off with our birthday shout-outs here. All right, people. All right, from August 18th to August 24th, Sean Michelle Danichuk, Tracy Shaw, Rob Kennedy, Michael Lutz, Penny Dove, Shannon Shepard, Sherry Lee Durley, and Alexis Martin. Again, Sean Michelle Danichuk, Tracy Shaw, Rob Kennedy, Michael Lutz, Peggy Dove, Shannon Shepard, Sherry Lee Durley, and Alexis Martin. Happy birthday, everybody, from Big Jims Blogcast Live and Cactus Jack over here. So, there we go. All right. So, yeah. All right. Bam. And several times tonight, I'm going to be plugging the hotline here. If you want to, All right. And if you want to call up the hotline, it is 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call on your rotary phone or your cell. Ask me how's that beer going down, and we love the blogcast tonight. So there we go. Toll free to call, 1-800-867-5309. We're having fun on Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325. Boom. All right, so that is that. And 4 times tonight. Now, I've got the Big Jim Blogcast Live, 4 times tonight. I'm going to do the cube thing. I've been doing it a long time. So I'm going to take it out of its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. There we go. All right. And, what do we got? Harmonica. All right. So, if you know what this is, it's a toy from the 80s. It's like Rubik's Cube. 9 sides, all 9 colors. The premise is pretty simple. You got to get all same colors, all same sides. But tonight I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on one, and tonight's color is going to be red. Red. Okay, so here we go. Boom. A little bongo tap there for luck. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So you are all. Oh, fuck you, bitch. You're all over the place. Fuck. Come on. This is going to be a bitch. Impossible. Fuck. Alright. So, okay. So, anyways, come on. Alright. Well, that's all I got for now, for the red. So I'll just put it back inside the Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. There we go. Boom. Alright. And so, yeah. Our craft beer tonight, accompanied by this great cigar. It's an Upman Havana Cuba Magnum 50 from Riverfront Cigars. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Holmes and Watts English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. I've got one of their glasses here. So, okay, let's see. Now, this has got. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast, like I said. And if you just joining us, I'm going to top this up. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Okay. Well, that taste is going away. It's a all right. There's still that little bit of a sour, malty taste, ale-y taste to it. But it diminishes every time I take a sip. So it's starting off to be a okay, good beer, but like I said, it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. And yeah, I'll just put this back over here. All right. Accompanying that is our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. And so, if you're hearing background noise other than this, I've got the movie Superman 2 on. So, I wonder if I could share this to share. Okay, well, maybe not, but all right. So there we go. Okay. All right. Well, for some reason, if somebody could share this to Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, that'd be great. We're going to go over some countdowns now. So, all right. Labor Day weekend. What do we got? Checking out our notifications here. Let's see. All right. So, Heidi, I see you're there. All right. We're going to get into some countdowns now. Labor Day weekend is like 8 days among us. All right. So, okay. Grandparents' Day is 14 days away. Halloween is 68 days away. Boxing Day is 124 days away. Christmas is 123 shopping days away. And the big one, winter is only 119 days away. I know, that sucks. You know it's coming. Everybody in Canada knows it's coming. It's like, I hope everybody's enjoying their summer so far. I am. So, anyways, yeah. So, Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Thank you for watching, Heidi, Vicky, everybody else out there. So, yeah, if you missed it, Heidi, my craft beer accompanied by the cigar, a Magnum, a Havana Cuban, again accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Actually, it does go down good. I've got a good combo tonight. It is Holmes and Watson. All right. So there we go. It is Holmes and Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. They're right on the strip. They're a great. They produce some winning beers. You can't miss them. They're right on the Highway 21 situated in Grand Bend, and they are a great little brewery out there. So, anyways, all right. So yeah, it's going that sour hop malty taste is going away. Larry, I see you're just watching. Larry, tonight's craft beer is Holmes and Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada, and so yeah. So far it's a good beer, but it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. And like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to type out a number, see if it matches up with mine. Do so. We're all about audience participation here at Big Jims Blogcast Live. So, but there may be a bathroom break coming up, just to forewarn you guys. So I'll just place this back here. And, yeah, so, anyways. Oh, whoa. Almost spilled the beer there. So, and Larry, Heidi, Monique, or anybody else out there, Vicky, if you like this blogcast, please share it all over Facebook. All right. So, anyways, we're going to get into some local events here in and around Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. So, anyways, here we go. Simply Skinnered at Imperial Theatre, Sarnia, Thursday, September 18th, 7:30 p.m. Tickets at tixhub.com. The Ice Cream Festival, Sunday, September 14th, 9 a.m. at the Pinery Market. There's going to be over 200 live vendors, free parking, ice cream, everything. Everything you can imagine. Free parking there. So, and it's $2 per person. One 10163 Lakeshore Road in Grand Bend. Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, from 7 to 9 p.m., we've got world-famous author Mitch Albom at the Sarnia Library Theater, presented by the Bookkeeper. Tickets are $40. Hit up the Bookkeeper Facebook page for more ticket info. Lights up for Noel. Lights up for the night for Noel. It's a run walk, Saturday, September 22nd. Wait a minute. Saturday, September 27th. Sorry, Saturday, September 27th. 6:30 p.m. at Canatera Park in Sarnia. Registration is $70. Donations at noelsusgift.ca. Motown Soul, Wednesday, September 24th, 7 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. Imperial Theater Sarnia, 168 Christina Street North, featuring the music of Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, James Brown, and Aretha Franklin. Tickets at tixhub.com. So Friday, September 26th, 7:30 to 9:30 is hypnotist Tony Lee at Sarnia Imperial City Brew House, Sarnia, Ontario. Tickets at eventcreate.com. 1330 Exmouth. Again, Imperial City, one of the great little breweries in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, produce some winning beers here. So yeah. Sunday, September 7th, 1 p.m. Petrolia Lawn Mower Derby, 4065 Dufferin Avenue, Petrolia, Ontario. Free admission at the Greenwood Rec Center. Can't go wrong with that. Like, that's your lawnmower derby. If you got a lawnmower, please enter yourself in there. Saturday, September 6th, 2025, 6:30, 10 p.m. is the Last Duke Cruise, 297 Front Street North. Tickets $30. You get them from Brenda's Band on Facebook. Whiskey, Cigar, Car, and Bike Show Barbecue. Blues music of the Wyoming Legion, 493 Erie Street, Wyoming, Sunday, September 21st, 2025, 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. Admission is free. Corunna Street Festival, Saturday, September 20th, 2025, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m., 44 Lindock Street. Vendors, entertainment, a marketplace. It's going to be a good time. So, all right. Okay. So, all right. Bam. All right. Bongo solo there. And I'm going to remind everybody tonight that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. Reach your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to you watching the Sarnia Port Elgin group. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, Black Crowes, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, the blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongo, Rubik's, and all the Superman groups. Okay, we got a double shot of Superman tonight. Oh. And my craft beer for tonight, in case of you just joining us, accompanied by a Magnum Upman Habana Cuban cigar, and accompanying that is our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Cheers. We have Holmes and Watts. Holmes and Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company. I even have their glass here. Torch Brewing Company. So, yeah, and I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right. So, it's good beer so far. It's just that it has that little bit of a soury malt aftertaste to it. Like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast, so if you want to throw out a number later, if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to do so. Yeah. Whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer, I'll tell you, it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. So, Holmes and Watts English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. They're right on the Highway 21. If you go through Grand Bend, make sure and stop at Torch Brewing Company. They've got some winning beers there. They're a great little brewery. All right, so. All right, bam. Oh wow! All right, so I want to, before we get into our tribute to Terence Stamp, I want to see the hotline here: 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. You want to give you a call on your rotary phone or your cell and say, "Hey, how's that beer going down, Jim? And how's the blog? I love the blogcast tonight. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call." So there we go. All right. So as we get into our blogcast, we've got a special tribute. Veteran actor, maybe you tie into Superman here. Veteran actor Terence Stamp. He passed away Sunday, August 17th at age 87. His best role, you might know him as General Zod. Kneel before General Zod. All right. So anyways, Terence was born July 22nd, 1938 in Stepney, London, England. He was influenced by actor Gary Cooper. He went to the Academy of Dramatic Art. His early career, theater acting, films. Guy's been in a bunch of films over his career from 1962 to 2021. Billy Budd, Poor Cow, The Collector, A Season in Hell, Superman and Superman 2 is General Zod. The hit, Legal Eagles, Wall Street, Young Guns, Alien Nation, The Real McCoy, Bliss, The Limey, Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, Bowfinger, Red Planet, September Dawn, Get Smart, Yes Man, The Adjustment Bureau, Last Night in Soho, Murder Mystery, Crooked House, and his last film being The Last Night in Soho. Also accomplished television actor, The Thief of Baghdad, from 1978 to 2020. Thief of Baghdad, The Chess Game, The Hunger, Smallville as Jor-El, Static Shock, His Dark Material, theater. He's been in the Long, the Short, and the Tall, Alfie, Dracula, the Lady from the Sea. He's the author of 2 cookbooks. He's an accomplished author of 2 cookbooks, published 5 memoirs between 1987 and 2017. And what awards hasn't this guy won? He's a Golden Globe, 2-time Golden Award winner, Beijing International Film Festival winner in 2013, Cannes Film Festival winner, San Francisco Film Festival in 2011, Satellite Award winner, Seattle International Film Festival in 1994. And what do we got here? All right, so yeah. And unfortunately, like I said, Terence Stamp passed away Sunday, August 17th, age 87, from natural causes. So you might know, most famous role for me was General Zod. Kneel before Zod. All right, and so I did post a couple of his his career highlights, and a few Superman clips on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So there we go. All right. So, all right. Bam. All right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025. There might be a bathroom break coming up, just forewarn you guys. So, Hello, Gwen. How are you? All right. So, Gwen, for anybody who's just joining us, our craft beer for tonight, it is accompanied by a Magnum 50 cigar, Upman Cuban. Our craft beer, we've got Gibson's Finest Whiskey with it. Finest whiskey, oh yeah. Our craft beer for tonight, it is Holmes and Watson English Ale. It's by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. I got one of their glasses here. Look at that thickness there. Look at that. So, and I am trying this for the very first time tonight. So, yeah. In the beginning, this beer, this is a good beer. Whether it's spring, summer, fall, back deck, patio, summer, beach, I'll let you know. But it had like in the opener, it had like a little bit of a soury taste to it, but that's disappearing as I go on as I drink it, and so. All right. So yeah, and please feel free if you want to throw out a number between 1 and 10 later on in the blogcast. You're still sticking around. Feel free to throw out a number between 1 and 10. So I'll just place this back here. All right. So, boom. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, all right. So now we get to our movie. We got a double shot of Superman, the Superman movie here, Superman 2. So, all right. So, anyways, all right. So, we'll lay all that out. It's Superman 2, released June 19th, 1981, with a budget of $54 million. It did the good box office, $190 million. All the cast returns for like Superman 2. We've got, of course, Christopher Reeve as like Superman. We've got like Jackie Cooper as Perry White. We've got, who else returns for it? Lois Lane, Margot Kidder as Lois Lane. We've got Mark McClure as Jimmy Olsen. We've got, who else? Oh yeah, at the beginning of the movie, these two return in a cameo appearance. Susanna York and Marlon Brando as Jor-El and Jor-El's wife. And of course, we have Mr. Lex Luthor, Gene Hackman and Ned Beatty. Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor and Ned Beatty as Otis. And we have the three new villains. We have General Zod, Ursa, and Non. Ursa played by Sarah Douglas. Non is played by Jack O'Halloran. The late Terence Stamp as General Zod. So, all right. So we've got, yeah. So, as the movie opens, all right. So, as the movie opens, Zod, Ursa, Non are jailed in the Phantom Zone. 5 years later, Superman rescues Lois Lane and from being a hostage on the Eiffel Tower because terrorists have a hydrogen bomb. Superman throws it into space, unknowingly shattering the Phantom Zone, freeing up Zod, Ursa, and Non. They discover powers. They go to Earth, or they go to the moon first, and they wreak havoc on the moon, and it's astronauts. Perry White sends Clark and Lois Lane to Niagara Falls. Superman saves a kid from falling in the falls. Lois suspects Clark is Superman. Like, really? What gives it away here? Like, really, what gives it away? Like, I mean, come on. I'm not Superman. All right. So, yeah. Lois suspects Clark is Superman. Superman takes Lois to the Fortress of Solitude, shows Lois around. He declares his love for Lois, steps in a chamber, reverses his powers. That makes him a normal guy. Meanwhile, Zod, Lara, and Ursa, and Non go to the White House. They take over the White House. The president surrenders. The diner scene, my most favorite scene in this movie was like the diner scene where, come on. The diner scene where like Clark and Lois eat, but they get like accosted. Here it is, right there. There's Pepper Martin. Clark sits down. He's like, what's his name? Like, sits down. I don't know. I forget his name. We'll just call him like Dick. Dick sits down in Clark's spot, and Clark goes, "Excuse me, sir. I think you're sitting in my spot." Dick kicks his ass, and then he discovers, oh my God, he's bleeding. He's got to go back to the he's got to go back to the Fortress of Solitude. Meanwhile, Ursa, Non, and Zod are laying waste to Metropolis. Superman, like they do battle in Metropolis, but Superman lures like Zod, Ursa, and Non to the Fortress of Solitude. He tricks them into reversing their powers. They perish and die. Back at Daily Planet, Clark plants like a kiss on Lois, and she forgets he's Superman. Like, oh, come on, really? Like, I mean, okay, I don't remember you anymore. Okay, so anyways, yeah. Superman flies to the White House. He promises the president he won't abandon his duty again. There was behind-the-scenes feuds in this movie. Original director Richard Donner was fired and replaced by Richard Lester. And as expected, Hackman, Keeves, and Kidder and the rest of the cast were pissed off. So half this movie, if you notice, was reshot. And so if you're watching it, you'll notice like several continuity issues in it. So yeah, again, there he is. And like I said, I did post several scenes from the movie in the trailer on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. But like I said, that one favorite scene where Clark gets his ass kicked in the diner and then he comes back. Rocky, that's his name. Rocky. Come on, Rocky, sit down. Like, we don't want any trouble here. It's like, so at the end of the movie, Clark goes in. It's like, here's the still from the movie. Anyways, there's Clark Kent, Superman. All right. So, anyways, here, like, at the end of the movie, basically, it's like, here's the scene from, like, Clark goes in. He sees Rocky sitting at his, like, spot, and he goes, "Excuse me, sir." Oh, Rocky goes, I remember this word for word because it was a pretty funny scene. Rocky goes, "Hey, you guys get me another plate of this garbage." And it's like, Clark walks in all Clint Eastwood-like, and he's like, "That's funny. I never seen garbage eat garbage before." And Rocky goes, "Oh, it's you again. So, care to take this outside? Come on, take it outside." And so Rocky gets up. He tries to gut punch Clark into in the stomach. He's like in pain because it's like, so, and he's like spinning around. Take a good look. There we go. That's what I'm talking about there. And Clark pushes him all across the diner into a pinball machine. And as Clark hands like a wad of cash for the damages, he's like, "Oh, well, hey, I've been working out." Huh. All right. So, yeah, it's a good scene. It's funny. Again, Superman 2, released June 19th, 1981. Half of this movie was reshot because the original director, Richard Donner, was fired and replaced by Richard Lester, and Richard Lester did reshoots in half the movie, pissing off like Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman, and Margot Kidder. But yeah, it's like but basically it's a good movie. I have it on now, and he's like he's picking up like some food for Lois. Travels all over the world to pick up all this food. What a guy, eh? What a first date. So yeah, yeah. So, anyways, there's no kryptonite in this movie. I don't think so. It was in Superman 1 and Superman 3. But anyways, like I said, I got the movie on now. He's returning to the Fortress of Solitude. Green Crystal. Oh, Lex Luthor and Miss Tessmacher. I forgot E.G. Marshall as the U.S. President and Valerie Perrine as Miss Tessmacher, Lex Luthor's girlfriend. All right. So, yeah. And it's like, come on, really? Like, I mean, there's a big, huge plot hole in despite the movie, there's a big, huge plot hole in in Superman 2. Like, I mean, your city's being laid waste by 3 supervillains from Krypton. They go to the Daily Planet. They kidnap Lois. And where the hell is Clark Kent? It's like, where the hell have you been, Clark? Oh, I've been taking pictures. It's like, can you not? Like, I mean, I mean, I take off these glasses, I'm still Jim. It's like, all right, so yeah. So, anyways, it's like, gee, Lois, huh, all right. So, but yeah, it's still an enjoyable movie. It's the best one. Oh yeah, there they are now in Houston. Like they go to planet Houston, where it discovers it's planet Earth. Now they're laying waste to a small town, and they're just discovering their powers. They're laying waste to a small town in mid America. And so, good luck with that. So, anyways, we got the 5, and I did post scenes from that movie, like from Superman 2, on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. But here we got the 5 colors of kryptonite. We've got like blue, causes pain, power, loses eventual death, Bizarro Superman. There's black, there's gold, jewel, red, green, white. White kills off all plant life. There's kills off all plant life. Green, red, gold, black. It's like, so black splits a Kryptonian into 2 separate entities. Gold causes permanent power loss for Kryptonians. Jewel amplifies the psychic abilities of Kryptonians trapped in the Phantom Zone. Red causes temporary and unpredictable physical, mental changes in Kryptonians. And so there's all the colors of the kryptonite right there. So, all right. And I did post like several. I did post like a backstory, like more info on kryptonite on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. And so, all right. Wow, that made me thirsty. Holy shit. Yeah. All right. Bongo. All right. So, anyways, for the second time tonight, I'm going to do the cube thing. I'll just take it out of its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug here. We found the harmonica in there. All right. So, anyways, tonight's color is red. I'm going to try and get a full red side. The object of this, the premise of this, if you know what this is, if you grew up in the 80s, this is like a Rubik's Cube. It's got 9 sides, all 9 colors. The premise is pretty simple. You got all the same colors, all same sides. Tonight I'm going to do red, and I'm just going to like do a little bongo roll there. Here we go. So, anyways, where do I start? Okay, come on, man. Fuck. All right. So, anyways, okay. Come on, you biatch. Like, let's go. All right. Fuck. All right. So, a few turns here, a few turns there. That's all I got. So, anyways, we'll just like chuck this back into like the big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug there. All right. So, all right. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025. With that whiskey, we've got our Magnum Habana Cuba. And accompanying that is our craft beer for tonight. It is called Holmes & Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company. I got one of their glasses. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Okay, but yeah. Holmes & Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. And at the beginning, this had like a a little bit of a sour, malty taste to it, but it's starting to go down very smoothly. I'm going to peg this as like a spring beer for now. It's a good beer so far. I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight, so so it's a good beer. It's going to be a spring beer. I'm going to start it off as a good spring beer. All right. So we'll just place this back here for now. All right. Like I said, I did bring backup. Okay. So, all right. And if you guys want to call me up on the hotline, 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. Call me up on your rotary phone or your cell. How's that beer working out, Jim? And we love the blogcast tonight. Right on. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. Toll free to call. All you got to do is pick up and use your rotary phone or your cell. So, all right. So, okay. As we get into that, I'm going to remind everybody tonight that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms release your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to anyone watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0, the best of Sarnia. All the pop culture, retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Van Halen, Black Crowes, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling. Blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, and all the Superman groups. Right on. So, as we get to... All right. So... All right. So, oh yeah. All right. I'm just spraying the apartment down. Don't want it to smell like an ashtray. There we go. Oh, and I almost forgot. Wow. I got the uke here. All right. So, smelling better already. So, all right. So as we have, all right. As we get to like Lois and Clark, this is like the that Lois and Clark, the TV version. We get to season 2 ABC. Season 2 aired September 18th, 1994 to May 21st, 1995. 22 episodes. The cast, we've got, so anyways, the cast, all right, so anywho, it's the complete second season of Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. The cast, Dean Cain is Clark Kent Superman, John Shea is Lex Luthor, Terry Hatcher is Lois Lane, Lane Smith is Perry White, Eddie Jones as Jonathan Kent, Kay Callan as Martha Kent, Justin Whalen as Jimmy Olsen. Season 2 had had a multitude of guest stars in it. Emma Samms, Earl Bowen, the guy from Terminator, Michael Desbars, Peter Scolari, Bronson Pinchot, Dick Miller, Peter Boyle, J.T. Walsh, William Devane, Cindy Williams, Denise Crosby, Sherman Hemsley, Isabel Sanford, Raquel Welch, Terry Kaiser, and Bruce Campbell. Now, ABC, my favorite episodes were like The Church of Metropolis, the season opener, Madam X, The Wall of Sound, Resurrection, The Phoenix, Top Copy, the season finale, and the answer is Mr. and Mrs. Superman. Will you marry me? Clark asks Lois if she will marry him. Wedding proposal. There's no answer yet. Save that for like season 3. But yeah. So ABC put Lois and Clark in The New Adventures of Superman in the Sunday 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. time slot, putting it up against like NBC Sequest DSV. On NBC. Fox had The Simpsons. And again, over on CBS was Murder, She Wrote. So they were up against some pretty stiff competition there. So they played... all right, come here, you. There we go. All right. So anyways, yeah. It was... They finished... Lex Luthor returns this season, And all the other villains appear too. There's new villains like the Prankster, Metallo, Toyman, and the Inner Gang. Like I said, key episodes were Madam X, the Prankster, A Bolt from the Blue, Metallo, Top Copy, Lucky Lean, Resurrection, the season finale, and The Answer Is. Now, it didn't do too bad. Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. All right. So, yeah. The ratings at the end of season 2 for like Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, it ranked number like 58 with a 10.2 rating in 9.7 million households. That means 18 million.3 viewers were watching, which was pretty good for a renewal for season 3. So there we go. That is Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, the complete second season there. If you're like a Superman fan, pick this up if you ever see it in like in your video store. I did post several like scenes from season 2, and oh yeah, now they're laying waste to the White House now. It was great. It's like they just walk in like they own the joint. Bang, boom, boom. Bring us Superman. What? So yeah, The New Adventures of Superman, Lois and Clark, season 2. Pick it up. I did post several like scenes from season 2 on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. There we go. So all right. All right. So yeah. Wow, that was more than a mouthful there. There may be a little bit of a bathroom break, so I'm just forewarning everybody right now. I mean, there might be like some dead space. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025, and thank you for watching. Yeah. So anyways, boom. All right. Bam. All right. So, and bongo solo there. Anyways, as we get to our pro wrestler, all right, we have here Mr. Pepper Martin, and if you like, he was, and he actually, yep, there's Superman tie-in. If you haven't guessed it, he was born in September 30th, 1936, in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. He's a Canadian. He debuted in 1957. His ring name, The Masked Pepper Martin. Made his pro wrestling debut in 1957. He would wrestle out of Windsor and travel and competed in the Detroit territories. Also competing in the Indianapolis territory. It was run by Jim Parnett. 1960, he moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma, to work for a promoter, Leroy McGurk. He would compete in the Texas territories, along with like Memphis, Vancouver, and St. Louis. Gets a chance to compete in the West Coast in Los Angeles. 1962, he suffers a back injury in June. He is healed up and makes a successful run in the Pacific Northwest territory. He's also a commentator and wins the Pacific Northwest Championship 5 times. He feuds with Stan Stasiak, Mad Dog Vachon, and Paul Jones. He's also in like he was also an 8-time Pacific Northwest Tag Team Champion. Now he retires from wrestling in the early 1970s. He turns to an acting career. Yeah, so here's like, better. His best role was Rocky in Superman, where he lays waste to like Christopher Reeve there. So, but yeah, he also like competed in the National Wrestling Alliance. So, retires from pro wrestling in the early 1970s. He turns to an acting career. He has roles in like minor roles in I Dream of Jeannie, Policewoman, Rockford Files, Quincy, Chips, T.J. Hooker, Starsky and Hutch, Bonanza, The Incredible Hulk. Like I said, he's best known for like as Rocky in Superman 2, the diner scene. His last role was in 1990's movie They Came from Outer Space. Yeah, unfortunately passed away in 2022 at the age of 85. So cheers to you, Rocky. There we go. And Terence Stamp. All right. And I did post more of his like acting and wrestling. I did post a couple of his matches with Terry Garvin and Paul Jones on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. A couple of his promos too. And yeah, and also today happens to be the 80th birthday of promoter Vince McMahon. Happy 80th birthday, Vince. Everybody knows this guy. Former head of the owner of the WWE, happily retired, billionaire. Anyways, happy birthday, Vince. And there we go. So, all right. Boom. All right. So, all right. Bam. Okay. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by this Upman Havana Cuban Magnum 50 cigar. Whoa, all right, there we go, almost. We've got, like, accompanying our craft beer is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Our craft beer for tonight, I'm going to open this one up. All right. Oh, yeah. So, anyways. All right. Got to be careful here. Don't want to spill the beer. All right. So, anyways, I'm topping it up here. All right. So, our craft beer for tonight, it is called Holmes and Watts English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. I've got one of their glasses here. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right. Now, okay. Now, this beer in the beginning had like a, there we go. Look at the thickness and texture of it. This beer in the beginning had like a little bit of a soury, malty aftertaste to it, but it's gone. It's going away. It's a good beer. It's not too crisp. I'm going to start it off with being a good spring beer, being a good it's a good wintertime beer, winter, spring. I'll expand on that more in the blogcast. It's a good indoor beer for those blizzardy winter days. It's coming to me. Yeah, so there it is. Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. Torch Brewing Company. Great little craft brewery on the Grand Bend Strip there, Highway 21. Get a chance, pop in, say hello. Tell them that Big Jim from Big Jim Blogcast Live sent you. And, yeah, so, like I said, this has got to grow on me all through the blogcast. And I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, sticking around, want to throw out a number between 1 and 10, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. So I'll just put this right back here. Yeah, boom. All right. There might be a little bit of a bathroom break going on, like a little bit. So, all right. Excuse me. So, anyways, just spraying this. There we go. All right. Just don't want this place to smell like a brewery here. Yeah. So, anyways, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025, as we get to our Star Wars Hall of Game table. But anyways, if you want to give me a call, 1-800-867-5309, that's the Big Jim Blogcast Live hotline. That is toll free to call on your rotary phone or your cell. Say, hey, how's that beer working out? It is. We like the blogcast tonight. Right on. So cheers. 1-800-867-5309, and toll free to call on your rotary or your cell. And so there we are. Mm. All right. So. Mm. Mm. Got a nip sipping in the bud here. I'll be right back. Bathroom break. Mm. Coming back, here we go, I'm here. All right, so anyways, yeah. Okay, well that nature called, couldn't ignore that. Anyways, yeah, hello out there everybody, from Big Jims Blogcast Live. It's episode 325. As we get to like our Hall of Game table, this is Dejarik, the game. It's a Hall of Game table from the Star Wars universe. Hall of Game tables were tables that comprised a hologram generation within like a table, cylindrical base with a black and white checker pattern on the top surface there, along with like all the little mini like holograph monsters there. The game Dejarik, the aka Holochess, was a two-player game in which teams of holographic creatures battled each other on the hologram table. Players could choose their four monsters, all of which were like full-color holographic projections of creations across the galaxy. So you could have a Rancor, you could have a Bantha, you could have like a Wampa, any creature. Like, I mean, hell, you could have like a Wookiee. Players could choose their four monsters, all of which were like full-color holograph projections of creatures across the galaxy. Creatures, the Mammoth, the Kintail Strider, the Molator, the Grimtash were just some of the creatures featured in the game. Dejarik was a chess-like game, and each holo monster had specific attack, health range, and movement ratings and settings. Play-by-play, players continued alternating actions and attacking pieces until there was like a single holo monster on the board, and that player won. So the most famous of it all was like when Chewie wanted to play Chewbacca. Chewie played Chewbacca on there on the hologram table and was beating Chewbacca until Chewie was getting pissed off, and C-3PO said, "Well, hey, like, I mean, come on. I mean, well, crying about it won't help." But then Han Solo stepped in and said, "Well, you know what? Droids don't pull their arms out of their sockets. Droids, when they're pissed off, Wookiees do." So Chewie, or C-3PO, it was all aboard the Millennium Falcon too. So, but 3PO wisely decided to let Chewie win, since he realized from Han Solo that when Wookiees are upset, they pull people's androids' arms out of their sockets. So, anyways, 3PO let Chewie win, which is basically a good idea. So, when you're playing on a hologram table with a Wookiee, good reminder there. So, yeah, and I did post more of like the more specifics of the hologram table, the Dejarik game on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So look for it, like it. Yeah, and so again, there's the Dejarik hologram table right there. You see all the chess pieces, the monsters, controls. Two-player game, made for two players. So there you go. So if you ever find one in like Goodwill or Walmart or anything, pick it up, but just don't play it with a Wookiee. And so there we are. All right. All right. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325. Sunday, August 24th, 2025. I'm going to remind everybody that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on all these audio listening platforms, which are podcast to, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out to the watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, Sarnia rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. Um, all like the chain reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgic, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, Black Crowes, hard rock, heavy metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, and the Superman groups tonight. So, all right. Mm, mm, mm. My craft beer tonight, accompanied by like an Upman Habana Cuba cigar. Craft beer is accompanied also by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Mm, mm. All right. Mm, mm. Our craft beer for tonight it is Holmes and Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. I have one of their glasses here. Look at the texture of that. I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Mm. Mm. Good beer. Good wintertime beer. Good spring beer. It had like that soury aftertaste to it, not malty aftertaste to it, but it disappeared and it goes down very smoothly now. Just give it a little top up. Mm. It's good for those like in the wintertime when you're stranded indoors with a blizzard and you've got this, drink up. It's suited for that. Springtime beer, you know, when there's a summer or fall beer, I'm going to let you know. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you're still here and want to throw it a number between 1 and 10 like so many people have done, you feel free to do so, man. Cheers, everybody. So, yeah, Holmes and Watson English Ale by the like Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. They're a great little brewery. They're right situated right in Grand Bend on the main strip. Pop in, say hi, grab a few beers. Recommended by Big Jims Blogcast Live, of course. So yeah, it's starting out to be good. Very good, you know. So anyways, I'll just like place this back here. All right, bam. All right, so it's be interesting to see where I give it, what number out of 10 I give it. All right. I've got, like I said before, I've got the Superman 2 movie on. It's like they're in the Daily Planet right now with Lex Luthor. It's like he goes. Lex Luthor points to Lois Lane. That's Superman's mouthpiece. Is basically his girlfriend. And then Superman showing up. Oh yeah, there we go. Care to step outside, General? And it's like, of course they take the bait. Of course they're going to lay waste to half of Metropolis. But Superman lures them to the Fortress of Solitude. And it's like even Lex Luthor can't control these four. Oh Jesus Christ! Get him! So as we move on to our classic guitar duos, we've got Rich Robinson and Jeff Cease of the Black Crowes. The early version of the Black Crowes. Black Crowes were formed in 1984 in Marietta, Georgia by Chris Robinson and Rich Robinson, along with Steve Gorman on drums, Johnny Colt on bass, and Jeff Cease on rhythm guitar. Shake Your Moneymaker, released February 13th, 1990, sorry. Recorded in the summer of 1989, primarily in Atlanta and Los Angeles. Producer George Drakoulias producing the album. Best songs on the album: Twice as Hard, Seeing Things, Stare at Cold. Rich Robinson, his equipment was a 1962 Gibson, 1963 Gibson ES335 Fender Esquire, Fender Armitage Vintage S2 Telecaster, Gretsch Streamlined Acoustic, 1976 Guild F12 Acoustic Martin D28. His amps and pedals, Electric Harmony Big Muff Full Town Clyde Wall, Frampton 3 Bender Foots with Dunlop Univibe Stereo Chorus, Ernie Ball Volume Pedal, MXR Distortion, Jeff Cease, Uh, Basically, his guitars were the Fender Esquire, 1979 Telecaster, Gibson Firebird, amps, Madrid Silva, Juvenile amp, pedals, MXR distortion. Jeff Cease was fired from the band in 1991, and guitarist Mark Ford joined the band. Random thoughts. I saw this band at Bayfest, and it sucked. They just sucked. They turned their backs to the audience and just played instrumental jams. If I want to, I don't remember which Bayfest it was, but it was just like a big suck fest. They didn't. The air was thick with like pot. But here we are. I posted more of Jeff Cease and Rich Robinson's rig rundown on my blogcast page and my Facebook page, so look for it. There we go. All right. So, all right. So, anyways, as we get to our, all right, boom, yeah, like, I mean, Bayfest, I saw them at one Bayfest, and they just completely, like, sucked. So, I don't know whether they're having an off night or whatever, but they could have, like, they didn't even perform one hit off Shake Your Moneymaker. Oh. All right. So before we get to our tape deck classics, we've got like, all right, we've got like our craft beer for tonight is accompanied by this Upman. It is a H. Upman Havana Cuba Magnum 50 cigar. Accompanied also is our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right, so. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Holmes & Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. I got one of their glasses. Look at that. It's like, look at the texture of that. So, they are in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. Like I said, I'll just give it a little top up. So, okay. All right. So, with this beer, okay, with this beer, it's a spring. It's a good wintertime spring beer. This is good. Like I said, it's an English, like, yeah, English ale. So it's a good beer. Very good beer so far. In the beginning, there was a soury, malty taste to it, but it disappeared. I think you just got to get used to this beer. You got to get used to it. I don't see it being like a summer beer at all, but maybe that'll change. But yeah, all right. But you compare this with like fish and chips. There you go. It's a good pairing. You compare this with fish and chips, a good cod, or yeah. That's what I'm getting there. So I'll just place this right here for now. All right. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025. All right. There we go. All right. He's almost kicking their ass. And so, boom. Before we get to our tape deck classics, I'm going to do the cue for a third time tonight. Put it out. It's a Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. We got the harmonica. All right. So, all right. For those of you that don't know what this is, the Rubik's Cube. It is like a legendary toy from the 80s. The premise is pretty simple. Get all nine colors, all nine sides. Tonight's color is red, so I started with that. So let's see. Let's give it a bongo roll. Let's see if I can do it. All right, boom. Here we go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, man, fuck. Let's see here. So, couple of turns. There we go. And, oh, well, I made an improvement. Did that, but here we go. We'll put it back in its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug there. As we move on. All right. So, anyways, we're going to move on to our tape deck classics, the Black Crowes, and it's called "Shake Your Moneymaker." All right. Yeah. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. If you're a big Black Crowes fan, "Shake Your Moneymaker." All right. It was released February 13th, 1990 on Deaf American Records, produced by George Drakoulis, recorded at Soundscape Studios in Atlanta, Paramount in Los Angeles. The band at the time was Chris Robinson on vocals, Chuck Leavell on piano, organ, Rich Robinson on guitar, Steve Gorman on drums, Jeff Cease on guitar, Johnny Colt on bass. The songs: "Twice as Hard," "Jealous Again," "Sister Luck," could I have been being so blind, seeing things, side 2, "Hard to Handle," "Thick and Thin," "She Talks to Angels," "Struttin' Blue," "Stare at Cold." "Shake Your Moneymaker." All right, there we are. Would wind up peaking on the U.S. Billboard album charts at number 4 on the strength of the singles "Jealous Again," "Hard to Handle," "Twice as Hard," "She Talks to Angels," and "Seeing Things," all which were top 30 songs. "Hard to Handle," which was a Otis Redding cover. There we go. That's the late Otis Redding right there. Anyhow, yeah. So it's tape deck classics. It's right from oh, there we go. Right from the tape deck. So of course I got it at Goodwill for $1. So anyways, as we open it up, anybody remembers these things? They have there's the inner sleeve right there. This is my internet back then. So there we go. There's the band there. Laura Creamer, background vocals. The additional musicians on there were Brendan O'Brien. Multitude of instruments, Ruth Letman did the front cover. Artist, it remixed. There we go. So, anyways, all songs written by there we go. All songs written by Chris and Rich Robinson, with the exception of "Hard to Handle." All right, so we put that right there. And as this came out, whoops, put it in wrong. So, all right. So, anyways, there we go. Black Crowes, "Shake Your Moneymaker." Their influences were Aerosmith, Bad Company. One of Chris Robinson and Jeff Cease's influence were Jeff Beck on guitar, and of course the Rolling Stones. And of course, a big fan of the band was guitarist Jimmy Page. So, anyways, yeah. And as they went on tour, they originally had named Mr. Crow's Garden. So, but they changed their name to the Black Crowes. And obviously, now they went on tour with ZZ Top. Chris Robinson has a reputation as a big mouth. He basically, when the ZZ Top took them on tour, Miller Lite was a sponsor of the tour, right? And Chris Robinson said, "We don't need Miller Lite." Basically, they began bad-mouthing Miller Lite from the stage, live on stage, and ZZ Top's management goes, "Hey, you can't say that. Say it one more time, and you get kicked off a tour." And Chris Robinson did, and he insulted like Miller Lite, and he said like "fuck you," and so they were fired from the ZZ Top tour. So, but yeah, hard to handle. Like, this is your tape deck classics. I did post like a couple of the videos on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. Twice as hard, jealous again, hard to handle. She talks to angels on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So there we go. That is our tape deck classic. The Black Crows, and it is called Shake Your Moneymaker. Cassette deck classics. So there we go. All right. Okay. All right. Wow. That's a mouthful right there. So, Got a good craft beer going on tonight. Craft beer. A company like I've got this good cigar going on with it. Upman, like H. Upman Havana Cuba Magnum 50 cigar. With that is our Gibson's Finest whiskey. And our craft beer for tonight, it is called Holmes and Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. I'll just give us a little top up. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight, so all right. It does have that little bit of that malty sour aftertaste to it, but it's a good beer, very good beer. It's a good wintertime beer for when you're stuck indoors, and you can pair it with fish and chips. It's good springtime beer. I'm going to go ahead. I don't see this being a summer beer at all. This is a good fall beer. Fall, winter, and spring beer. So, I can't see this being a beach beer. Like I said, it's a good... It can be a good back deck patio beer. Hold on a sec here. Ooh, there we go. All right. Boom. You are killed. So, anyways, yes. Holmes and Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. I suggest that you pop in to Torch Brewing Company, as they are right on the main strip in Grand Bend. It's a good, they are a great little like brewery. Tell them that Big Jim from Big Jim Blogcast Live sent you, and you want some of these beers. So they do produce winning beers. So yeah, just give us a little top up here. I am going to give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast very soon. So if you want to throw out a number, if you're still sticking around here, you want to throw out a number between 1 and 10, see what I'm going to give it, then feel free to do so. So yeah, I'll just place this back here. All right, boom. All right, bam. All right, so yeah, and all right. So this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. As we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, it is called This Week in Van Halen History, as we cover all eras of the band, like the Roth era, the Hagar era, the Gary Sharon era, the Wolfgang Van Halen era. So here we go. Boom. All right. All right. From August 18th to the 24th, August 18th, 1982, Van Halen played the Brown County Arena in Green Bay, Wisconsin. August 19th, 1981, Van Halen played the Civic Center in Lakeland, Florida. August 19th, 1994, David Lee Roth plays the Dodge County Fairgrounds in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. August 19th, 1998, Van Halen's 3 is certified gold. 500,000 units by the Record Industry Association of America. August 20th, 1986, Van Halen plays the Forum in Montreal, Quebec. All right. August 20th, 1978, Sammy Hagar opened for Boston at the Memorial Auditorium in Buffalo, New York. August 21st, 1994. August 21st, sorry. August 21st, 1991, Van Halen plays the Blossom Music Center in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. August 22nd, 1993, Van Halen plays the Cal Expo Amphitheater in Sacramento, California. August 22nd, 1986, David Lee Roth plays the Civic Center in Knoxville, Tennessee. August 23rd, 1995, Van Halen plays Jones Beach Theater in Wantagh, New York. August 24th, 1981, Van Halen played the Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina. August 24th, 1986, Van Halen played the Cumberland County Civic Center in Portland, Maine. And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. All right. So, okay. All right, people. Okay, yeah. Boom. All right. So, anyways, wow. All right. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 325, Sunday, August 24th, 2025. I'm going to rate the beer soon, but I am going to also do the, before we go, I am going to actually, fuck. One more time tonight, it is the hotline, 1-800-867-5309. If you like tonight's broadcast, call me up on your rotary phone or your cell, saying, hey, how's that beer going? What's the rating? And we like the broadcast. It's toll free to call, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone or your cell. So, there we go. All right. So, anyways, now it's time for me to, rate the beer. So, anywho, I'm going to give my final thoughts on this beer. What do you think I'm going to give it? Blah, 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 blah. All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So, anyways, I've already got a number in my head. So, there we go. All right. So, anyway, my final thoughts on this beer, accompanied by a good cigar. Accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, anyways, now my final thoughts on this beer. Now I don't it's a very quiet, exquisite tasting kind of beer. I don't use fancy words. I just go with my gut. What's in here? So, anyways, we've got Holmes and Watts. English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. All right, so give it a little top up here. All right. So, anyways, yeah, Holmes and Watson by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. Now, my final thoughts on this beer. In the beginning, there was like a sour little hop malty aftertaste to it, but it kind of disappeared and it kind of grew on me. So yeah, it's a good spring, winter, and fall beer. Fall, winter, spring beer. It's good for the back deck, patio. It's good for those storm days. It's good with fish and chips and a good salad. So, let's see, so anyways, let's see here. So, Torch Brewing Company, Holmes & Watson, English Ale, I am going to give it, let's see here. Whoops, nope, not there. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. For Holmes and Watson English Ale. It like I said, it's a good beer, but anyways, where does it rank on our there? Above average, tastes pretty good, drinkable, but not much else going on here. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah, that is a 6 out of 10 for Holmes and Watson English Ale. So yeah. All right. So yeah, it's a good, like I said, it's a good beer. It's like not much else going on here. Yeah, it's a good spring, winter, and fall beer. Fall, winter, spring beer. Good with like fish and chips and salads. Good storms. If you're here, like if you're indoors, stuck in store, it's a snow day beer. So a good back deck patio beer in the spring. So there we go. So I'll just place this back here. All right. Okay, and if you want, like if you I've been asked to, I've been like asked questions like where can I get a t-shirt like yours, Jim, or where can I get, simple. It's like if you want a t-shirt like mine, or a baseball jersey, or a tank top, or the classic design like Big Jim's House Blogcast Live, inbox me on my regular page, on my Facebook page. They are $35, shipping and handling included. That shipping and handling included. It takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. You tell me what you want, and I will do my best to get that out to you by e-transfer, money order. I'll do my best to get that out to you. So, all right. So, yeah. Any design, you just inbox me with like, and tell me what you want. They're $35, shipping and handling included, and I will do my best to get that out to you. So, there we go. Inbox me on my regular page, on my blogcast page, my regular Facebook page. Yeah. Bam. Boom. All right. For the final time tonight, I'm going to do the cube thing before we go. All right. I'm going to take it out of his Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right. The harmonica there. Now, if you don't, like, everybody knows what this is. Like, if you're, like, from the 80s, this is a legendary toy from the 80s, Rubik's Cube. You got to get all 9 sides, all full colors, all 9 sides. I'm just focusing on the red side tonight, so there we go. I'll just do a little bongo roll here. All right, do a few spins. Boom, boom, boom. All right, bam. Ah, bitch. Come on. Where are you? Fuck. Gee. All right. So, all right. That's as far as I got, so there we go. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, and also, I'm going to, I'm going to remind everybody tonight that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. And I want to give thanks, shout outs to like everybody watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. All the pop culture, retro classic, vintage nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the Black Crowes, Van Halen, hard rock, hammer, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, and the Superman groups. I want to give you guys an inspirational, motivational quote. Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. The trust part comes later. Again, sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. The trust part comes later. And that's by the man himself, Superman. Quote. So there we go. All right. All right, people, that's it for me. It is Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Big Jim Podcast Live 7.0, episode 225. Our craft beer review, we gave a 6 out of 10 to Holmes & Watson English Ale by the Torch Brewing Company in Grand Bend, Ontario, Canada. Our birthday shout-outs, Sean, Michelle, Danichuk, Tracy Shaw, Rob Kennedy, Michael Lutz, Peggy Dove, Shannon Shepard, Jerry Lee Durley, Alexis Martin, our countdowns, local events, our Terence Stamp Tribute, Superman 2, Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman, our wrestler Pepper Martin, happy birthday to Vince McMahon, our Dejarik Hall of Game From Star Wars, our classic guitar duos, Rich Robinson and Jeff Cease from the Black Crowes. Our take-up classes with Black Crowes, Shake Your Moneymaker. This week in Van Halen history. Our motivational quote, sometimes you have to believe in faith, and the trust part comes later. Superman, of course. We are not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. Our Big Jims Blogcast live. We go in, the audio version will be going live on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms, which you podcast. You can find on YouTube channel. Big Jims Blogcast live at youtube.com. Yeah, thanks to everybody watching the Florida and Sarnia groups, Sarnia Rocks, Pop Culture, Retro Classic Vintage Astrology, Yesteryear groups, Van Halen, Black Crowes, Classic Rock groups, Hair Metal, Hard Rock, Crap Beer, Star Sci-Fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, Pro Wrestling, blog groups, the Superman groups, TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. Thank you, everybody. You're probably not going to see me next weekend. You may or may not will. So, but anyways, survive the week. I may be here, I may not. Yeah. All right. Enjoy our outro music. So this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, Sunday, August 24th, 2025. And rock out. Yeah. I still got the Superman. Oh yeah, it's the diner. All right, it's the end of the movie. You're gonna kick some. Clark Kent's gonna kick Rocky's ass there. So, all right. And I've been working out. So, all right. He's walking in Clint Eastwood style. There we go. Come on and get it, big boy. Come on and get it. So, all right. Favorite scene in the movie, and it's just he stands up. There we go. He's gonna punch Superman. He's gonna punch Clark Kent. So come on. Oh yeah. It's like ow. Yeah. All right. So. All right, people. Spins him around. There we go. Puts him down the diner. Yeah. So anyway, people, have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. You may or may not see you next weekend. Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0 for 325. Sunday, August 24th, 2025. And cheers, everyone. All right. So, yes. All right. Cheers, everyone. See ya. Oh, I've been working out. So. Bye, everybody.